Hello and welcome to another episode of James Montreal beer reviews. Can't really lose the momentum, so I just keep making these big beer reviews. Today's beer is from the Brooklyn Brewery from New York City. This is their Monster Ale, Barley Wine Style Ale. 10.3% ABV, quite a biggie, quite a monster indeed. This year they brought it to Ontario, so this beer is also courtesy of my friend Stefan, who brought me a couple of these bottles. I'm definitely going to use the second one. Either way, let's crack it open and see what this Barley Wine Style Ale is all about. Going to be using my trusty anniversary Sierra Nevada glass, for which I'm finally going to review a beer from this series sometime soon, hopefully, from 2010. It's been a while. Alright, so far this is looking exactly like a barley wine should. I'm going to pour the whole thing so I can kind of swirl the beer around. Really nice copper color. I wouldn't say it's clear, but it's definitely not that hazy or cloudy. So it's probably a filtered beer. Nice kind of off-white head there. Definitely smells like an English ale, more so than an American beer. It's got a very kind of nice and complex candied fruit aroma, which is fruit. Getting a bit of raisins, cherries, maybe apples or pears, maybe a bit of red grapes. Definitely loads of caramel there. And a slight kind of roastiness there. Alright, cheers. quite a massive mouthfeel there. But I can definitely see that this is a true barley wine. I'm not sure why they call it a barley wine style ale, because it just tastes like a barley wine. Huge caramel there, very fruity, with those lingering kind of grapey notes and cherry notes, which I really appreciate in a good barley wine. I can taste the hops, a little bit of grapefruit, maybe a bit of orange. So I guess after all, this is more of an American barley wine. Didn't smell like one, but it certainly tastes like one. When you swallow, you kind of feel the alcohol, the actual flavor of spirit alcohol. But on the palate, overall, it's not boozy at all, which is very impressive for a 10% beer. It's a nice kind of fuller kind of body you get. Yeah, and I'm getting some dried fruit, maybe kind of fruitcake notes. Surprised by people on Beer Advocate didn't give it that high of a grade overall, because I can't find anything wrong with this beer. It's a really good barley wine. It's got a very nice full body. It's got a very interesting complex flavor. The alcohol is masked pretty well for 10% beer. I mean, you do feel it, you do kind of taste it a little bit, but certainly doesn't get in the way of drinkability. So far so good. I'll be back in a few moments. Okay, so I've been sipping on this beer for quite a few minutes there. Overall, I'm impressed with this beer, and it didn't let me down. Nothing had gone worse than it was in the beginning, and nothing really disappointed me, and it's a very, very solid beer. According to the website, actually, it is an English style barley wine. I guess I could call it, to be fair, I could call it an American English style barley wine. That's why they make a point of saying barley wine style ale. But overall, it's a very, very solid flavor. I like that it's full bodied, but not too sticky, not too filling, and it's not too thick. So I could even probably drink a couple of these in a row. Being a nice sipper beer, this is still very smooth and drinkable. I like that. There's a nice hop presence there, just enough to let you know it's there. Get a bit of that Cascade citrus hops and a more of an earthy kind of taste from. They use American Fuggles and I think Willamette as well. Very nice kind of toasty malt backbone there, together with a nice complex fruitiness. I'm getting that cherry, raisin kind of fruitcake flavors. Very, very solid barley wine. From the top of my head, I could think of two more: the Gin Lane barley wine from Toronto from the Granite Brewery, and the Solstice d'Hiver from Dieu du Ciel. The Dieu du Ciel one was supposed to be more of an American style barley wine, and it was closer to this one in ABV. I think it was almost 10%, but that was just kind of being complex and everything. It was a bit too boozy. This one's much more smooth and really drinks well. That's probably one of the most exciting things about this beer. And it was a really good deal. That's less than $3 for this small bottle for Canada. That's amazing. such a nice big flavoured beer. So grade wise, I'm thinking of a 9. I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10 for Monster Ale from Brooklyn, because it's very, very solid. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very full flavoured. It's not, you kind of, you know, just barely hitting the notes. It's actually playing the full chords. Great winter warmer, great big beer. Not overwhelming, but it's still very, very enjoyable. So that's all I have to say for this review, guys. I recommend you try it. It's a winter seasonal, still might find a few of these around in your area, perhaps in the States. You're probably going to have a higher chance of finding this beer. One more thing I want to say before I sign out is check me out on Facebook. I still don't have a proper kind of link to give you, but just, you know, search for DM's Montreal beer reviews. I still need less than 20 people to actually get to the 100, and then they'll give me an opportunity to have a direct link on my Facebook page. I do update it, and I do update with it, you know, I do upload on my new videos there, and once I get a link I can start to communicate with people better. So if you haven't already, check it out and add me and like the page or whatever. Cheers guys, see you next time, stick to good beer.